See here in the fourth unit. Yes, everyone did the homework. My tax liability, you got answer? Suman? Suman? You can see the screen? Yes, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, these are the complete theory. That is in the block 4. That is a unit. I'll take the screenshot, otherwise I'll forget. Anyone? Who is that student? In this, income tax authorities. Here, these are the income tax authorities, the income tax department, where the income tax department, where it is deferred as a government agency that is in charge of monitoring the income tax. They will be monitoring the income tax that is collected by the government of India. Is it right? If you are a businessman, if you are doing the business, you have a lot of income. So how the government will get, who is the, means the government will get the revenue. That is, you have to pay whether your money is black money or the white money, means legal or illegal. So for that, whatever the amount you are earning from that, you will be taking the part and you are paying the revenue for the Ministry of Finance. Understood? Now, income tax authorities. Who are the income tax authorities? That will be under the section 16. So these all are the authorities. So first one is the CBDT. CBDT means Central Board of Direct Tax. Okay. And Directors General of Income Tax or the Chief Commissioner of Income Tax. Okay. And Additional Director of Income Tax or the Additional Commissioner of Income Tax. These all are the authorities. And Joint Director or Joint Commissioner of Income Tax. Deputy Director or Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax. These all are the people, that these are the important authorities who will be looking after all the activities that is under the government agencies. These are the people monitoring the income tax. Is it clear, ma? So here, in this, we have a process of many various stages. And next is, these all are also assistant directors or assistant commissioner of income tax and income tax officers, tax recovery officers, inspectors of income tax. I think you have heard these all the names in the income tax department. Now we'll see the CBDT, that is the Central Board of Direct Taxes. It is a part of the Department of Revenue, that is a Ministry of Finance. So it is also one of the part of the department, and this is a department it provides the policies and planning of direct taxes in India. Suppose if the income is brought by the person who is settled in America, and that whether he will also pay the income tax here. The person who has went from India and who settled in America. So when he comes here, if he invests any money in India, did he will pay? Did he pay the income tax?
Yes.
Why? And how? Tell me, ma. How can you say the yes?
No, ma'am.
The income which is earned, the properties where he earned in America, he will pay the taxes to the American government. Is it clear? But when he come India and where he purchased the lands or the property here, and if he have any bank balance also, here he has to pay the money to the government. Indian government also he has to pay. अगर इंडिया में प्रॉपर्टी खरीद रहे बोले तो इंडिया के गवर्नमेंट को भी they have to pay the amount. Okay. And next is the CBDT is a statutory authority where it is a function under the Central Board of Revenue Act. That is in the year 1963. That is the CBDT. They have an act that is in 1963, and it is also it is a board of ex officio. That is a capacity also function as a division of the ministry where it is dealing all the laying of the collection of direct taxes. Means in this ministry they will be having the division and they'll be explaining about all the related taxes. Means this for this section you have to pay this much amount. There's a donation. When you are giving the donation you have to deduction this much, like insurance, medical, everything, each and everything they have a different collection of direct taxes. And here in the CBDT it is headed by the chairman, is a one person, and also it is a chairman, and this department where it is comprises with the 6 members, all of whom are ex officio, that is a special secretary to the government of India. And these all are the where it is each and every department. It is a supervisory exercising and definite offices, IT department, each and every they have the zones and various functions and responsibility is headed by the CBDT for the distribution among the chairman and the 6 members. Okay, and it is also they also included the general policy where it is related to structure of income tax department and what are the procedure of the work in the CBDT and the measures of disposal of the assessment collection taxes, recruitment training, recruiting the people, and they are giving the training for the services and conditions, and there will be career prospectus of all personnel of the income tax and laying down of the targets where you are making the laying the targets and fixing of priority. Okay. And here in this point they have given that is right of tax demand exceeding the 25 lakhs in each cases. Whatever the cases, they will be making the right of the tax demand if your income is exceeding to the 25 lakhs. And policies also regarding that is appreciation of certificate. And the next one is a appointment. How these all the people are appointed. That is comes under the section 117. First, it is whether this is appointed such a people. It thinks it is fit for the income tax authorities. And these all are the people, they will be appointed through the Public Service Commission. That is, they will be writing the exam. It is through the person in the public services and he will be posted to the central government. If the person is working in the public services, then he will be appointed as a central government may authorize. Okay. And even the commissioner, director or a commissioner to appoint to the income tax authority, with that, they will be having the rank of assistant commissioner or the deputy commissioner. Is it clear? Commissioner in the police department also, commissioner will be there. In the income tax department also, assistant commissioner and the deputy commissioner. Means each and every department will be having commissioners. And the next is subject to the rules and order, that is the central government, where is the regulating the public services, and they'll be post the income tax authority, that is on the behalf of the board. Which board?
Income tax authority.
And where this is also, they will be executed the ministry staff, and as they were making the necessary assistance of executing the function. Ma kisko screenshot, if you want to take the screenshot, along with that you can take ma. I have seen in the group all the slides which I have made. My college students, they have posted all the slides. Now, we'll see the control of income tax authority. How these are the income tax authorities will be controlled. So this is the notification where in the official gazette, and these all are the authority, that is income tax authority, or the authorities that is specified in the notification shall be subordinate. They will be subordinate to such other income tax authorities. Means each and every, they will be specify the notification. Ruhi?
Yes, ma'am.
Ruhi, you are not, you are from which college?
Hyderabad College, ma'am.
Hyderabad?
Yes, ma'am.
I have seen in my college group, ma, the students who are in my college, there I have seen.
Okay, ma'am. I am not there, ma'am, in that group, so that's why I'm saying to
Okay.
others that.
So next is how you will assess the procedure. Types of assessment using. Explain the types of assessment. So these all are the assessment. We have the self-assessment, intimation, and the scrutiny assessment under section 143, best judgment assessment, that is under section 144, income escaping assessment, that is under section 147, and assessment in case of search, that is under section 153. So these all are the types of assessments. Okay. Where are you, beta? I'm not getting. So in this, first one we'll see self-assessment. Self means what? Myself, only single. So where any tax is payable on the basis of any returns. So tax will be furnished. These all are the taxes where it is furnished under section 139, 142, 148, 153A after taking into account. And in the self-assessment, that is under section 140A, means if the amount of tax, if already paid, means how you will be taking into account if you are paid. So any tax deducted or collected at sources, means where you are deducting the tax deductions under section 80, G or D or U or CCA. These all are the tax deductions. Even under the section 16, you will be having the professional taxes, that is also deductions. Professional taxes And even there will be a taxes of, that is employment tax also you will be paying. And next is any relief of a tax or deductions of tax claimed, that is also comes under 90 or 91. Any relief of tax will be under the section 90A. Any tax credit claimed to be set off in order with the provision of the section 115, and liable to pay such taxes. It is also with the interest of any delays, with the delay when you are paying this all the taxes. Intimation. Intimation means what? What is the meaning of intimation? Yes, tell me.
Inform means inform.
Yes. So there is a intimation. It is an where in the total income or the losses where you are computed after a manking, that is a following adjustment. So here it is a arithmetical error in the returns. Whatever the returns you have, and this it is disallows of the loss claimed if any returns of the previous year for which the set off of the losses that will be claimed, and whatever the claims you make, that will be clearly specified under section 139. Disallowances of expenditure. Whatever the allowances you have, that will be taken out and the audit report, but not taken into account. And here some of the deductions is also claimed, that is under section 10AA, 1080 IA, 80 IAB, 80 IB, 80 IC, 80 D, or the section 80 IE. So these all are the returns. If any returns is furnished beyond the due date, if that is beyond the due date, it is specified, that is under section 139(1), or addition of income appearing in the form, that is 26A S and the form 16A or the form 16, which have not been included. So when they are not at all including, they will be making the computation of total income in returns. Any doubts? Any doubts, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. This is Jaman Singh.
Yes.
Actually, this is my first class that I am actively attending. However, I'll go back to YouTube channel and attend or go through all the lessons. Ma'am, it looks little, difficult to remember all these sections and points. How important are these from exam point of view?
If in the exam, if they ask about explain the types of assessment, means you have to remember sections.
Okay.
So whatever you understand in the, we have the six types of assessments are there. So in the six assessment, just in that section, whatever the sections under section act comes, no, that you have to remember.
Okay. And ma'am, is it possible for you to share these documents with us also? Basically, I'm from this Khairabad center, and as you said, you already shared these in your group. If any of you can add us or share us.
There is a particular, there's a separate group of the college,
Okay.
the students of that college.
Yeah, it looks little, easier to remember everything through these rather than
Yes.
the books.
Yes. In the book, it is very lengthy part it's given.
Correct, ma'am, and very
Hmm.
difficult to, study in less time.
Hmm.
So, we can share our number if any of the admin of that group can help us to share these, will be
No.
great.
No. No.
No. Mm.
Now, whatever
Anyways.
if you want a screenshot, you can take. If I want, after 6, 7 slides, who are all new today, you can
Mhm.
take the screenshots.
Sure. Yeah, we have been taking the screenshots, and these are there on YouTube channel, right? I saw the
Hmm.
first class isn't there, and rest are there.
Yes, I didn't get what you are telling.
Yeah, I was saying these all the Zoom classes that you have taught us, right? That
Yes.
is available on the YouTube channel, which is Bhimrao Ambedkar Live 30. The
Okay.
first class that you took that isn't there, and
It's not
second,
there.
yeah, the first class isn't there, ma'am.
Isn't?
Yeah, and that happened with the fifth semester also in for income tax one.
Yes.
Dr. Solomon sir taught us, and the first few classes aren't there. Third, fourth nunchi, that's there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
not
you
every.
felt it is easier?
Yeah, ma'am. And now I think this is easy to take the screenshot plus to read.
No, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
That whatever you have heard in the class, that is in the YouTube channel, it
Yeah,
is
ma'am. It's
explanation.
clear. Yeah, it's clear, ma'am. And I haven't gone through actively. I was kind of busy with personal things. Now I think I'll go. Uh, we have last class tomorrow, right? Yeah,
No,
25th.
today I think.
Today, no. I think this is fifth class, ma'am. Tomorrow will be the
Ma,
last.
it started on Monday.
Class.
Yes, ma.
Today,
Tomorrow we have class, ma'am.
Tomorrow you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
class.
25th is the last day, ma'am.
yeah, this is 24th, right? Correct. So
Okay.
one month is that, yeah.
So one more class is there. Okay,
Yeah,
no problem. I thought tomorrow, today only the last class. Okay. So
sure.
now, any doubts you have, you can ask me now. Because once I start, so these all are the, what are the assessment, types of assessment is there, no? In that, best judgment assessment is there, no? Best judgment. Have you seen best judgment?
No, ma'am. Correct.
This one you will get for short answer. If you write this much is enough. Yes? First you take these all the assessment, types of assessments. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. We are taking the screenshots.
It is a complete long answer. Shall I change the slide?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, sure.
Self-assessment, it is under section 140A. So in this assessment, you will be making the tax deductions and collected at sources and amount of tax, if any, paid already. Okay. And there is also relief for tax, which is claimed, and deduction. And any tax credit it is claimed, it is under the provision that is under section 115 JAA. So liable to pay such taxes together with interest for any delay. Okay. Intimations. Also, just I told now, you take the screenshot for this. Okay. And this one is a provided extra information. I think it is a time limit that is under section. It is a 1 year from the end of it. Means once today, this year, if I pay the tax, so next year also I need to pay or not?
If you pay this year tax for this year, I don't think so. You will need to pay next year also. Maybe we'll have to pay next year ka next year only. Did something?
Means every year you will be having your income, no?
Yeah.
Yearly you will be, suppose 20 to 21. Whatever the income I earn, on that I will be paying the tax. And 21 to 22, whatever the income I earn, that is assessment year, I have to pay the tax. Means every year the person has to pay the taxes to the government. Is it clear? Next, service of notice. So here is AO. It is considered when it is a service for scrutiny. Scrutiny means what? Detail. Wherever it is a scrutiny means you are taking once again whatever the work is done. That is a scrutiny assessment. If the SSE has a filed as ROI, what is the full form of ROI? Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, is it returns on investment?
Yes, return on investments. So this is a AO. AO, who is a AO, may serve a notice. He is a AO is a assessing officer where he make the notice for the scrutiny assessment. And here, whatever the SSE, who is SSE?
Taxpayer.
Yeah, taxpayer who pays the tax.
Very good. Who gave the answer?
Ma'am.
Okay. So here the person that is SSE has filed, that is a return on, what is the full form?
Investment.
So that is a where it is makes under section 139 or it is a response to the notice issued, that is under section 142. In case that is maybe, and if a assessing officer where it is considered it is necessary to do so, he will be giving the order for ensure the SSE has not under the status the income or the computed excessive losses or underpaid taxes in any manner. So your time limit will be expiry for 6 months at the end of the financial year in which the return is furnished. So where he can also serve before the expiry, and here notice has to be served. That is a means this is a assessing officer. He will be giving that the person is understated the income or computed the excessive losses. Understood? Next, enquiry before assessment. This is a assessment and that is making an assessment, that is a assessing officer can make it. That is a serve the notice under section 142, that is furnishing the ROI. And even he makes a notice that is under section 142, he will be going according to the procedure such as the documents on accounts written must be filed earlier. Again, if your returns are filed earlier, and there should be a proof of the documents or the accounts for which you are paying the income tax. That is the returns. That is under section 142(1). And serve a notice where you are serving the notice which you have issued, then 142(1)(3). To call for the information, he may require the including statement of assessment, assets and the liabilities. Means they will be giving the information about the assets and liability. So return must be filed earlier. Earlier means before the time we have to return must be filed. But best judgment assessment, this comes under the section 144. That is, the assessing officer will have under an obligation to make assessment to the best of the judgment. In what cases? In these following cases, if the taxpayer fails to file, I am the taxpayer. If I am fail to file the return, then what happened? Again, within the due date prescribed under 139, and belated return, that is under section 139, which is revised return under 139, means you can also pay the return, file the returns, but with the fine you will be paying. And if the taxpayer fails to compile with all the terms, and notice should be issued. So you have to compile all the activities. And even the taxpayer fails to compile with the directors issued under section 142. And even if there will be a note of the scrutiny assessment. Okay. And if the assessing officer is not satisfied, assessing officer who has come for the inspection, if he is not at all satisfied, then there will be a problem will be arised. And that accounts of the taxpayer is no, there will be no method of accounting has been regularly employed. Means suppose if he is failed to pay, then there will be no method for the regular employment. And the time limit is that will be within a period of 21 months. Okay, that is from the end of the relevant assessment. Is it clear? Any doubts?
Ma'am, does that mean that we will have 21 months from the assessment year to pay the tax along with interest?
Yes. If your time is expired, means you have to pay the extra amount.
Ma'am, in case if we are not able to pay after 21 months also, then
Again you have to be then fine, you have to pay the tax.
They'll charge extra, right? Correct.
Yes.
Got it.
Now assessment. Assessment means what? This is an assessment where it is carried out by the assessing officer and where he has a reason for belief. And whatever the income, if any income is chargeable to tax, he has to escape the assessment year for an assessment year. Assessment means if it is a chargeable, that they believe that income is charged to the tax has escaped, that is assessment of any assessment year. If you are escaping means you have to pay cannot escape, but you have to pay the amount. आज नहीं pay करे तो भी next year तो भी you have to pay it. Clear the screen? Who did this one?
Ma'am, I think there are some red lines on the screen. Cannot see.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Acha, somebody else can also crash the screen, yeah? I didn't know that.
You're that much innocent, beta.
Yeah, ma'am. I never knew this. Basically, I thought he only co-host or the host has the authority, or let's say the permission to change all of these. Can we remove this and anyways, got it.
So there is, which one we are going? This one only?
Assessment topic,
As
ma'am.
it was assessment year, ma'am.
Slide 132.
Hmm. It is a here main objective of the assessment that is under section. They have to carrying out the assessment under section 147. Means they have to bring the tax net. Any income, whatever the income. How many heads we have the income? How many heads we have?
5 heads.
Huh?
5.
What are the 5?
Salary, house property, business or profession, maybe capital gains and other
Firms
sources.
also, ma'am. Firms and
What is our
associates.
business now? Income from business or profession.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good, Jaman.
Thank you.
And this is the reason where will be there's a main there's a net any income which has escaped assessment that is in the original assessment. So here original assessment here means an assessment under section 143.1, 143.3, 144 and 147. What is the section 143.3? क्या है 143.3? अभी अभी स्क्रीनशॉट लिए ना 143.3
Assessment on the basis of inquiry, ma'am.
inquiry. That is even it is also चाहिए that is 143.3 is a scrutiny assessment. ये पढ़े थे ना अपन अभी?
Yeah, ma'am. So in simple language, 143 that G means there will be an investigation if any fraud or something is found, right? Am I correct?
Exactly, you are right.
Okay.
Next, what is the best judgment assessment? S. Best judgment assessment. Jaman?
Ma'am, yeah. If let's say taxpayer or SSC fails to pay the tax within the time that
Belated.
21 months of time that he has to pay tax along with the interest or let's say fine, and that is what it defines, I guess.
Yes, very good. Means here, who is not if the assessing officer is not satisfied about the correctness of your complete accounts, whatever the accounts you are making, if he is not at all correctness or it is incomplete of your accounts, the taxpayer or if no method of accounting has been regularly employed by the taxpayer. If it's not satisfied also, again you have to go for the method you have to follow. Best judgment. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am, it's clear.
Just see a table. Time limit for notice. What is the time limit for your notice? That is under section 149. If you are escaping the assessment, that is less than 1 lakh. Income escape assessment is less than 1 lakh. Income escape assessment is 1 lakh or more. Assessment under section 143.3, 148 was made, and asset located outside India. Just now I told you, whatever the assets you have outside India, for that, whether you have to pay the tax or not. So here, time limit for you cannot escape. That is within 4 years, you have to pay the tax. That is more than 1 lakh if you have, it will take the 6 years. And here, the assessment under section 143.3 is made, and where is the assets is located outside India, it will be for 16 years. Is it clear? This is for the 16 years you have to make it. And there is a 4 years. It is an assessment under section 143.348 that 4 years except where income chargeable to tax has escaped assessment due to failure on the part of SSE. Then you have to furnish and you have to disclose all the full and the truly material. Means 4 years. Within the 4 years, you have to submit all the files fully. That is a fact. That is they will give the limit, time limit they will give. Yeah.
Ma'am, just one doubt. So, as I read, income escaping assessment is less than 1 lakh. So that means on that 1 lakh, the tax hasn't been paid, right?
Yes.
It is 2,50,000 is that we don't pay tax. Means after that 1 lakh. It means 350. Got it.
Okay. Now, assessment in case of search under section 153. So when they issue the notice to a such person where he is not at all having the required documents, and initiated under section 132, and there is a books of accounts, other documents. So at that moment, they will issue a notice to a person, such person, that is a SSE. Then he will have to requiring him to furnish all the return of income, whatever the income you had, all the return, respect of each assessment year. Is it clear? In search, if they are having the notwithstanding any contained in the section. So in such a case, the person where is searching the initiated under section 132. So that assessing officer shall issue the notice to a particular person again to furnish all the returns of his income in respect of each assessment year, and that is falling within the 6 assessment years. Within the 6 assessment years, you have to pay it. As if as such a return is made, and they have to require to furnish under section 139. And next point is SSA or reassessee. Sorry, assess or reassess the total income of 6 assessments year. 6 assessments years mean from here. This is a 20 to 21. The next is a 19 to 20. Then 18 to 19.
18 to 19, 17 to 18, and 16 to 17.
So 6 assessment years you have to following. They have to search. That is required information should be furnished. Assess or reassess the total income of 6 assessment years immediately preceding the assessment year. Preceding means what? Preceding year. This is next. Preceding means next. Next year. Preceding year. That is preceding the assessment year relevant to the previous year. And in which such research in conduct or requisition is made. Okay. And what is provided by the assessing officer? That is, he shall assess or reassess the total income and which is falling within a 6 assessments years. I think it is a very easy to understand, easy to write. And when you are writing this one, it will comes under 1 page. What happened, Suman?
Ma'am, let's say if this particular, let's say assessment in case of search under section 153A is the answer. So what
Yes.
kind of question they will ask? I mean, I just want to get
Here, they'll not ask a question, beta. It is only theoretical. 4th and 5th unit is complete theory. That's why I'm giving you what are the different types of assessments. So these all are the long answer, and even these all are used for the short answer.
Okay, so let's say, will they ask define assessment in case of search under section 53A in the long answers, or?
No, they'll not ask like this directly. They may ask, explain the types of assessments.
Okay.
And in the short, they may ask the assessment in case of search under section 153A.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Now see, time limit for completion of assessment under section 153A. What are the sections they have? In respect, each assessment year, AY means assessment year, they will be falling within the 6 years. That is within the 6 years immediately preceding. Last 6 years incomes and the next preceding also they will have. And that is in the previous year. The previous means last year, in which search of conducting and requisition was made. And next it is in respect of the assessment year, relevant to the previous year in which search for conducting the requisition is made. And within the period of 21 months. 21 months means is completely 2 years. And from the end of the financial year in which last letter authorization for searching under section 132, where they have given the requisition under section 132A. It is executed. Executed means? Yes, Rafia?
Execute means kind of, to, let's say, export or let's say put into effect. अगर हिंदी में कहेंगे तो kind of पालन करना.
Yes. Means making the things. So, yes, right, Jamal. And here, in the best judgment assessment is there, no? In that also, you have 2 types of judgments. There it is. Here. Here, about that best judgment, in this also, they may ask define the judgment assessment and explain the types of judgment. Explain the types. In the best judgment, you have the only 2 types. One is a compulsory best judgment assessment here, and next is a discretionary best judgment assessment. So compulsory means what? It is fails to file the return. It is compulsory. If any person is there, it is compulsory you have to pay the tax under section 139, and even he is to fail to compile the notice issued, that is under section 142, and fails to compile with the directions issued by the under section 142 2A. And next is it is fail under section 144. It is compulsory that you have to pay the taxes. That is the judgment you have to. And next one is a discrediting best judgment. It is for computing the income under the head and the profits. It is discretionary. And it is a profession, SSE. So they'll all make the discretion. They all comes under one section. Okay. And where has the income from other sources? Income from other sources means whatever the income you are getting apart from the business. But you are also joined in the income tax, and you are joining and you are making the things to be done. That is under section 145. That is a discretionary, where you will be know the accounts, and according to the accounts, where how much you have to pay the tax to the government. Yes, any doubts? This is the fourth block we have completed. Yes, Jamal?
I think it's clear so far, ma'am. But again, of course, I'll have to go back to YouTube and then watch it again because I just joined. I joined very late, ma'am. Actually, we started this class late, right, today because I joined at 10:15 or 10:20. The class hasn't started.
Not
Then I
started.
Yeah, at 10:30 it was showing me the host is yet to kind of
No. At
yeah.
10, at the 10:05 only I came.
Oh, I don't know. At 10:15 or 10:20, I joined back. It was showing कि the host is yet to start करके. Then I joined back later.
Means I have taken you very late.
Sorry, ma'am, your voice is breaking. Not so clear. It's kind of cracking.
Means I mean some of the with the problem you have come late, I think so.
Yeah, correct.
Yes. Anything more you want to ask the questions?
Yeah, ma'am. There is a doubt. Basically, I have heard saying the exam papers for fifth and sixth semester, the pattern is going to be kind of COVID pattern, right? So, you have any idea or information about that? I have heard saying in place of 12 marks questions, we will have 20 mark questions, and MCQs will not be there. Is
No,
it right, or I have heard wrong?
it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes. Short questions will be there.
Okay.
Ruhi, Taslim, Rafia, any doubts, beta?
No, ma'am.
So tomorrow we have the last class.
Okay, ma'am.
And Sania, Mahati, Zeha, Sajida, are you all there?
Yes, ma'am.
It's clear, whatever the 4 units we have completed.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
The problems. What about the problems? Yesterday I gave little homework to you all.
Yeah, ma'am. So I just thought of again asking one question. I'm not sure whether I am asking a right question to you or not. So the classes that hasn't been uploaded on YouTube, right? Is there any thing that we can do or we can ask to these technical?
It is not uploaded.
2 to 3 classes are missing from fifth semester, and 1 or 2 classes are from the sixth semester. So
Okay.
if we can ask them to upload, it will be great help for others also, right? Whoever hasn't been able to join at the right time, they can go back.
Okay. So today's class is it is clear to you all?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. We'll see tomorrow. You join.
Ma'am,
Sure.
can you please share PDFs of all box, please?
Tomorrow I'll show you. You take the screenshots. I cannot because there are the different students or no from all the colleges.
Okay, ma'am.
It's not possible. It's only
Thank
one
you.
college means I can share it.
We are from both one college only, ma'am. Jaman and me.
Huh?
No, ma'am means there are many other students who are from different branches or centers. So, ma'am can't share it. Ma'am, which center do you teach in, ma'am? If maybe know.
Nampally. Girls.
Nampal. Oh, Nampal there. Sure, ma'am. I
Okay.
think there shouldn't be any problem, Gada, ma'am, if you share with others because it is just to gain the knowledge.
No
Maybe it
problem.
will.
But tomorrow I'll show you. You can take the screenshots.
Uh, okay,
I
ma'am.
will. Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.